Alright guys, May 12th, 2015, springtime lawnmower startup. I'm sorry I didn't get to this video sooner, but I've been really busy lately, and you know, the weather's been crappy lately, but today we got a pretty nice day. So, pulled all the mowers out, and you know, just going to be making a video of them, and not to mention we got a new addition here, which I'll be showing you guys in just a minute. So let's go over the rest of them first. Same mowers we had last year. Got my Electrolux Rally. This thing has been in the past few videos. As you guys know, this is my mower, not going anywhere. This mower my dad garbage picked last year. This is a Toro Super Recycler GTS 5 6.0 horsepower engine, 6 horsepower, and we also had this one last year. This is a Honda HRR216 with a GCV 160 engine. And then just over the weekend my dad picked up this thing. Excuse me. This is a Honda HR214. I told you guys that while this is a pretty good mower, you know, I was going to see if we could obtain one of these older kind, because these are really cool mowers. And like just over the weekend my dad was on Craigslist and he came across this excuse me, HR214, and he went ahead and drove over and picked it up and bought it. So that means like one of these mowers is going to be going pretty soon, but I'll get to that afterwards. I'm going to go ahead and start all these things up for you guys. These two things I've been mowing the lawn with all day. You guys can't tell now, but the grass was so long here in our backyard that these things were like having a really hard time. We just didn't get, we were so busy, didn't get around to mowing the lawn, plus the weather. And so I tried to mow it with this all afternoon. This thing just kept dying and dying just because the grass was so long. So I decided to bring in this one, and it didn't do too much of a better job. It died on me twice, but I walked super slow, and I finally got this whole lawn done, front and back. So these two have already been started today. These two have not been started. So, however, all these have been started sometime this year, in the past like month or so. We're gonna start with the Rally. It's got enough gas in it to run. And we're just going to pull it over here, and we're going to go ahead and do a startup of it. And I'm going to go ahead and do the usual here. I'm just going to lean the camera up against the side of the house here, and we're going to go ahead and get started with this one. Here. I'm going to give it 3 primes. Which is what it calls for. Here we go. It may need a few more. It doesn't have a lot of gas in it. It's definitely got gas in it though. We got another 3 primes. It's kind of weird. Check the spark plug, make sure that's on all the way. Spark plug. Try it again. Okay, I'll say that one had a bit of a hard time starting. I'm not sure why it took so long to start, but I got a very smoky startup. This one never does that, so I'm not sure why. I think that means it. I think when it smokes that much, I think that the oil got like pooled onto one end of the motor. I think that's what causes that. But it's all right. It'll fix itself after I run it a while longer. I'm actually going to pull it over here, and we'll do with the Toro now. Again, this one has not been started up today either. So, let's go ahead and get started with this one now. Hopefully you guys can see that all right. Hope I have that angle right, and we'll go ahead and do this one. And this one does not have a prime, it's just got a choke on it, so let's go ahead and start her up. This one does take a while to start up sometimes. So as you guys can see, we got a pretty smooth start on that one. That one always fires up after 2 or 3 pulls. It's always a good mower. Gotta love these Toros. They're pretty reliable mowers. Next, we're gonna do the Honda HRR216, which you guys can see the wheels are covered in grass because this thing was just working extremely hard. I've used this thing probably through 3 or 4 times this year, so this one will start right up. I don't think I'm going to have to choke it. It was just running a few minutes ago, so I'm not going to have to choke it. Let's go ahead and do this. Move this one over a little bit. Pull it back a little bit. I'm not going to do choke. Here we go. Turn it back up. Okay. So that one started on the second pull without the choke. As you guys can see, when I started it up, it buzzed a little bit. That's because there's a lot of grass clogged in there. But it would sound a bit smoother if I got that grass out first. But I didn't feel like doing that. I'll clean these out after I'm done with the video. Now time for the Honda HR214. This is the 4th Honda that's like this that we've owned pretty much in the past 5 years. We had 2 HR194s, we had the HRA214, and now we've got a standard HR214. Unlike all those other ones we had, this one has got the bigger control center here. So I have to find out a better way to tie all those cables down, but this is the first. When I used this thing this afternoon, that was the first time I've used it. This thing is in very good condition. I'll make an individual video of this mower at a later date, hopefully. We plan to keep this one for a while, so since it works so darn good. So let's go ahead and start it up. See how she sounds? A little here. Alright, here we go. I'm going to put it on high. And with this one, just come over here and start it up. It's a smoker, all right. Let's try the idle. Now this thing idles so darn well, I love it. Let's put it back on high. Man. As you guys can see, it starts up pretty well. This mower is like definitely a smoker, as I just said. I'm not sure why it's smoked so much. It's only been sitting probably for about 10 minutes, and as you guys can see, the smoke was just pouring out of it. So I'm not sure like why it does that. When I first started it up, it was sitting for a few days, and then when I first started up to do the lawn today, it just started smoking like crazy, and it didn't stop for like a full 5 minutes. So it could probably use some work there, but you gotta love that smell anyway, right? It's a good mower. I love these things. They're built well. They run well. So let's pull this one over here by the rest of them. So the plans for these things, we're going to be keeping this one probably for a long time. This is the, even though this one is a bit more powerful possibly, I prefer this one over this one, especially because you don't have to like hold the bar down to keep it going. You can just start it up, and if you're mowing the lawn, you have to go pick up a stick, you can just like turn off the blade and leave it on without having to turn the motor fully off and restart it. And on this one, it's like different. So we've already got a buyer like lined up for the Toro. My cousin, who we sold the HRR214 to, his like buddy said he's trying to find a mower, and Michael asked me if we've got any for sale, and I said we're going to be selling this one. So we've like pretty much already got a potential buyer for this one. So this will probably be going in the next few weeks. So we'll get you guys one more look at this one before we sell it. This will not be here at the end of the year probably. This one's obviously staying. This I got for my 10th birthday. You guys should know that by now. For my longtime subscribers, this one, since we really don't, have the need for it, if we're going to be keeping these two, we really don't have a need for this one. So we're going to be selling it probably. We'll probably just put this one on Craigslist for like $100 probably. I'm not sure how much we'll post it for, but if you guys are in the Chicago area, I will post a video of it probably for sale for the Craigslist ad. So there you guys go. There's the May spring/May 2015 lawnmower lineup. And thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned, because in August, in the fall, we'll have the video of the fall startup for you guys. So I'll be doing the same thing. I do it in the fall and the spring, so expect that in the fall. And for now, that'll be it.